welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. It's actually been quite a few weeks since I filmed, so getting back into this flow is a little bit odd, but today I'm excited because I'm going to be trying out the Revolution and It collection. So I was actually pleasantly surprised when they announced this collection because I'm a very big fan of the original It. I'm a fan of the book because I love Stephen King and I have read that book, and it is one of the longest books I've ever read in my whole life, and I love chapter 1 and chapter 2. For some reason this is only based off chapter 2 because it's It chapter 2. Even though I prefer the first one, I still quite like this one. But I was very happy when they announced that the collection was coming out. So there's a couple of things that have come out in this collection. So you have a main eyeshadow palette, which I will get into because I love this packaging so much. There's also like a Pennywise face palette, which I think are a bunch of face paints, which look really cool. I also picked up one of the eyeliners, and it also comes in black. There's a beauty sponge, which is in the shape of a balloon. I think that there is a I'll put up a picture here as well, but there's like a blood thing, like I can't remember what it's really called, but yeah, they have one of those, and they have a lip tint as well. So I kind of feel like they kind of didn't bring out a lot in this collection because I was expecting a lot of other things to come out. Like I was waiting for a red blush or some other kind of other things for them to bring out, but I guess the collection itself is quite decent. I mean, like I said, I've picked up this palette and it was £20. Like, this is probably the most expensive palette I've ever bought from Revolution, and I don't know if it's because of the licensing, like they have to pay off the licensing and stuff like that, but I was pretty shocked when I saw how much it was. So yeah, this is the SS Georgie one, and I love that you can actually see Pennywise on the front. Like I mentioned, I'm a really big fan of this series. I mean, I'm a big fan of horror in general. I'll show you a picture of my Pennywise figurines and stuff that I have. But yeah, I really love the kind of look of the boat. Like, this is the main boat that gets the whole story started. But yeah, one thing that I wasn't the best fan of is that how it's already like peeled away. Like, my cardboard palette is already kind of like, you know, just breaking apart, but it's fine. I mean, it actually got dispatched really quickly. Like, I ordered it on the day before, like it was a VIP pre-order thing, and it was dispatched the next day, and I got it a couple of days later, which is pretty cool. So if you haven't seen inside of the palette, before I throw it down, it's a nice selection. I mean, this shade selection is right up my street. As soon as I saw the reds, I was like, yes, we are buying this palette, because I like red. I mean, red is a big part of things that I wear and the way that I look and stuff like that. But then you've got a nice selection of shades and Time to Float at the bottom, of course. So yeah, I'm going to be using this today, and I'm going to be using the eyeliner. I didn't want to pick up everything because, I mean, like I said, the palette itself was like £20, and I was like, that is already a massive part of my budget already gone. But yeah, I'm going to make something out of this, and I'm going to try and incorporate the eyeliner. I might try and kind of do a bit of the Pennywise look. I mean, not with the eyeshadow, but with the, we'll see how this works later on. But yeah, you've got names like Red Balloon and Pennywise and Careful, Feast, Come Home, Georgie Denborough, which is obviously the little boy who passes away, in case you haven't seen it, spoilers. But yeah, I am just gonna do a nice look today. I'm not gonna put on a primer because I want to see how it works. I don't have anything on my eyes anyway because it's literally, I've been awake for like less than an hour, so I thought I would just film this video. But I am going to go in first with Red Balloon because that is the shade that does stick out to me the most. I know that Feast is much more like a deeper red, which I will probably use in my crease and kind of like a wing tone. But yeah, let's get Red Balloon on and see how it works. So I have used so many Revolution products, like obviously over the years, and they're always doing such variation of collaborations. And I saw that recently they did like their Christmas collections, which I have no interest in like Christmas at all. But as soon as I saw that this was being announced, I was so excited. Like, obviously it's now October and it is Halloween season. I don't know if they're going to expand on this collection. I don't know if they're going to maybe in the future do anything more. I don't know how long like brands have licensing for, because I know that as soon as they bring out a new collection, all these other collections go on a really big sale. So if you kind of like the look of this but you don't want to spend £20, maybe wait a few like weeks, maybe after Halloween, and the price will most likely go down, because I don't know if this is sold out. I've just seen that the stuff is still there to buy, and you can also buy it on Beauty Bay as well. I was actually a bit annoyed because I was like, look, I'm spending all of this money and to even get like shipping and stuff like that, and it was on Beauty Bay, and I still had my hall pass, so I could have got it the next day. But it's not a massive problem. It's just like a bit of a frustrating thing sometimes when you know you can save money and get something a little bit earlier. That's just the way it is. So that's Red Balloon. That's gone on really nicely. I mean, it's kind of like an orangey red, so it's not completely red, but I am gonna I am gonna go in with Feast, because it is, like I mentioned, like a deeper red. And I'm gonna take the other side of this brush, which is like an Essence concealer and correcting brush, but I just use it as eyeshadow brushes because they're actually really nice. I'm going to put it in my crease just to deepen up. If you can hear my chest being quite quite heavy, I've been unwell recently, and I've been that's why I haven't really posted any videos. I haven't had any time to film because I've had a lot going on in my life, and I've been unwell, and I just haven't had any energy to film or any time to film. But I just really wanted to film this video because I'm sure some people might want to see what this collection is like. And my throat, my coughing is kind of gone down a bit, but I'm slowly getting on the mend. But yeah, we're putting Feast in the crease to see how this is building up, and it is slightly similar to Red Balloon when you kind of blend in, but this turns out into more of a pinkier tone. But I'm just going to build it up and see how it looks. Okay, so those are blending in quite nicely together. I am going to go in with Stranger just here. So that is a kind of dark brown, like a kind of chocolate-ish brown, and I'm going to make that a wing. So we're going to make the corner much deeper, and we're going to kind of bring it out. But let me know if you guys have seen the original It, which was actually the TV like 2 movies, and I grew up on that, and I absolutely love it because it's Tim Curry, and he is one of the most amazing actors like in this world. And it's a shame obviously what's happened to his health, but he has a legacy of such like amazing movies. And when originally this kind of quote-unquote remake was coming out, I was very hesitant because of, like most people my age or a bit older than me who have seen the TV version are such big fans of it. But you know what, I do quite like the Bill Skarsgård version because it's very different, and he's got a very kind of different like mannerisms to like the Tim Curry one. But I still think the story itself is absolutely insane, because I know that this version is a little bit closer to the book, but I still feel like as a story and as a character, like clowns still scale the hell out of me. Like I can easily watch these movies, but if I'm anywhere near like an actual clown or anything like that, I just get scared shitless. I'm not the biggest fan of clowns, but I love this movie, so that's a bit of a double-ended thing. But Stranger is going on again, blending in quite nicely. I've kind of feel like I've lost a bit of the reds, but this kind of Stranger shade has kind of overpowered everything. It kind of has a lot of fallout, and I've had to just kind of blow things away, but everything is looking fine. Now we're gonna go on to, I feel like we'll go into a bit of Georgie just here, because that is kind of like a nice brown tone that I can use slightly and it not be too overpowering on here. So we're just gonna bring that forward and not be too heavy-handed. Okay, so Georgie has gone on quite nicely. I mean, it's I didn't go in too heavy-handed because it's such a deeper shade in the pan, but on my eyes I did put it on quite lightly. And then now we're going to go in with a shimmer, because I feel like when you look at the rest of the palette, I mean the purples and greens and stuff like that I will use in the future because I don't think they would blend quite well with this look. But I want to go in with Circus, and I feel like going in with my finger because I feel like it might give me a bit more oomph. And I'm just gonna, oh yep, that definitely give me some oomph. I'm just gonna blend that in because I feel like it's gonna kind of look pretty nice. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, this is starting to look like a really nice like everyday look for me. So this is not something that it's only just like for this palette, but honestly I do this kind of look all the time. And I think we're going to go in with Worst Dream for my inner corner because I want them to pop and I want this look to kind of be a bit out there. So let's see how that looks. Nice. I have said this before that I feel like Revolution do really well with their collaborations. I just feel like they bring out too many random ones. Like I know this is for Halloween, so this come out like the perfect time, but they've had so many other ones. Like I've definitely spoken about ones before where I'm kind of like, I'm very confused as to why they have this collection. But thinking about this palette itself, like for this look, everything is going on really nicely. And normally I do wear my Urban Decay primer, but I felt like today I wanted to just see how it works by itself, and I feel like everything is going on super nicely. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go off camera and put on the rest of my face because I want to use this liner and I'm hoping that I don't mess it up. Yeah, and then we'll get into the rest of the face. Okay, so I've just put on the rest of my face and now we're gonna go in with this liner, and I'm kind of not sure what to do. I feel like I do want to do the little bits for Pennywise and I don't want to mess up my face, but we're just gonna go for it. It's for the science, I don't know. But yeah, I've tried their other like liquid liners before, which I really like. I think the quality of them are so good. I don't know about this formula, so we shall see. And I thought I would go for the red because I don't think I have a red liner at all. I have obviously so many black liners and a couple of other different color ones, but let's see what this is like. I know that the nib is very small and very flimsy, so I'm hoping it does something. And I'm just kind of gonna go down, and like I have done this penny look wise before for Halloween like a few years ago, which I thought I did okay on, but let's see what this is like. So I might have to speed it up if I'm not talking. Okay, it's not perfect, but I feel like I'm going to go in with one of the shades to kind of build it up. So let me just get one of my brushes. So the liner is a decent starting point. I feel like going in with Red Balloon like I used before to go on top of it, because I felt like because the nib is so tiny, it kind of isn't going to give me everything that I would want. So I'm just going to go over slowly with this to just build it up, even though actually let's go in with a smaller brush. So I mean, this is probably not going on my face the best, but I'm going to go in with a bit more of the liner. It comes out much darker than it did before, so it's kind of oxidizing, which is fine, but it's starting to crack, so it's a little bit annoying. I'm just going to keep it like this because I feel like this is weird enough as it is, because I know it normally doesn't look like this, but I felt like I'll do like a kind of rough version. But the eyeliner, I don't know, we're going to use it as an eyeliner soon in the future to see if it actually works really well on my face. It looks okay, and because it's dried up, it's starting to crumble slightly and it looks deeper than normal. But the palette is very nice. I mean, on my eyes, I like the look that I've done. Is it different than I normally do? No, but it's still something quite different. But yeah, let me know if you've picked up anything from this collection, because it's not the biggest collection, but it's still quite decent. And let me know if you're a fan of these movies or horror in general, because that was right up my street. And I hope in like for the next month I'll be doing some more Halloween content. I've just got to get some of my kind of juices flowing, we'll see. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.